Okay, we're going to swap out our disc brake pads. I got a Wilwood disc brake kit on this thing, and they have a problem with after they wear. Well, come here, come here, come here, come here. Get in the camera. There you go. Just so you know what that noise is. Anyway, as I was saying, got a Wilwood disc brake kit, and what happens is the brackets that hold the calipers flex, and after a while, I don't know, I put brake pads on this 2 or 3 years ago, maybe more like 3 or 4. I have to look back on my videos, and it fixed the problem. But the brackets flex, and it makes the pads wear uneven, which puts the pistons in a bind. See how tight that is, and the pistons stick. Now, the last time this was doing this, it was holding really tight, causing the car to be inconsistent. Sometimes it would hold tighter than others, so it would slow the car down. Sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't. But I found out that was the problem, and that fixed it. And this is nowhere near as bad as last time, but you can tell they're starting to do it again. Now, when I first put this up on jack stands today, it's been probably a week since I got in the car and stepped on the brakes, and it wasn't too bad when I jacked it up, but I just went in there and pumped up the brakes. As you can see, they're getting tight again. So we'll swap them out. We'll see if that does it again. Let's get this wheel off and see if I ordered the right pads. So if you already got your car in the air and the impact won't break it loose, and you got a line lock, it has more uses than holding your car on the line. My impact wouldn't bust them loose. There we go. Now, oh no, he's doing it wrong. I'm sure somebody would say that. Got that line lock applied, I'm going to bust the other side loose. Okay, pads are pretty easy to remove on these things. You got a cotter pin that goes straight through here. In this case, it's a big old nail. I need to order the correct cotter pins, but this has been in there forever. It's fine. I just put it in there and bend it over. I am going to order some cotter pins, I promise. And you kind of stick your screwdriver behind one of the pads, and you kind of take some pressure off with the pistons, and then you should be able to get a hold of them with some skinny enough pliers. Pull them out. They usually slide out fairly easy. That I could probably use some needle nose vice grips, would work a little better. And then get your new pads, slide them back in, put your cotter pin in, and you're done. And I haven't measured them yet, but I think I see some taper. It looks thinner from there to there. And that's what usually causes that. It causes your pistons, which are right here. You got 2 on each side, and it causes, those pistons are more like cups and not solid pistons. And it causes them to get crooked, and they get in a bind, and they don't want to release. It's not my flexible lines. I replaced those last time I had this trouble, and it did not change a thing. These are braided steel lines. I don't think they're prone to collapsing, but it's definitely the pads. I guarantee it. We'll put them on and I'll show you. Okay, I'm going to show you something here. I'm getting 440, 445 there. 440. Go to the other side. And I'm getting 470. 30 thousandths taper from there to there. They should be flat. And I guarantee you that's what's causing them to not release fully. Here's a new pad. I got 493. $491, much flatter. And remember when we used to joke about fixing squeaky brakes by greasing our brakes? It's not for squeaky brakes, but it is for your brake calipers. Stops the, it kind of helps the calipers slide, or the pad slide in and out. What you do is you put it on where you don't put it on the pad, you put it where it slides in and out. I'll show you. Alright, so I may have to work them cuts in a little bit. I don't know, they make clamps for this. Let's try doing it like this. There we go. That's what we gotta do, is pry that over. Okay. Put a little bit of this stuff right here. I ain't going to get it on the pad, of course. Here. And I'll probably put some on that pin. That's about, these things here, there's not much keeping them from moving. Now, pry that over. Slide that in. Here's my other pad. Put a little bit of this stuff here. And there. Not a lot. We don't really need a lot for the way these are. And I should be able to pry it somewhere. Try this. Let's see if it, see how much trouble it gives me here. That one is not going to be as cooperative. There it goes. Now, there it goes. A little snug. Go. We want to slide, put a little bit of this stuff on this. Stick that back in there. Farmer's cotter pin, it works. I swear to you, I'm going to measure this, and I will go on Amazon and order me some real cotter pins for next time. Now, it can't go nowhere. Now, let's step on the brake a couple times and see how it feels. Oh yeah, much better. Now we got to do the other side. Alright, you can really tell the difference with the wheels and tires on it. Pump up the brakes. And I can just kick that. It's a little drag, but nothing like it was. You couldn't even get that half rotation out of it, so that's much better. I could tell something was wrong when I tried to push it the other day. Yeah, that is much better. And sometimes if you back it out of the trailer and you shut it off and put it in neutral and let it roll out, you can hear the brakes grabbing. Now they're not going to do that. Now let's get her down on the ground. Got my old antique jack here. I bought 2 of these at a swap meet, $5 a piece. They was locked up. Soaked her down with WD-40 and they worked great. Only reason I wanted them, my dad used to have some really old jacks, looks just like this. He called them Model T jacks. I don't know if they're that old or not. I'm guessing they got to be anywhere between 50 to 100 years old. Probably not 100, but I'm thinking got to at least be from the 50s or earlier. Anybody recognize them and know what they were supposed to be for? Do they come with a car or a large truck? I know they got a lot of lift capacity, but anybody know what era those are supposed to be from? Let me know. I'm interested in that. Okay, now yesterday I could not do this. Actually, I got from behind and pushed it. Now this is not the easiest car to push. You would think it'd be the easiest thing I own to push, but I think it's because of the stool. I'll get behind here and I can move it. I couldn't move it from behind yesterday. Could not get it to move. Now it does. That should help free things up. Who knows? Maybe it'll pick up a number or 2 from last year. Who knows? It went 625 last year, but I bet. Now, I didn't run it much, so I bet them brakes were already tightening up then. And the light drive shaft seemed to make it run a little better than it was. So, who knows? Maybe it'll give it a little bit. If anything, though, it'll be help it stay consistent. I hope. So, next video, I'm gonna do a review on this rechargeable tire inflator. I'm wanting it for the racetrack. Thanks for watching.